welcome back to Wendy's Colouring, and today I thought I'd show you these that Colorya have kindly sent me last week. 24 nylon brush pens, 2 water tank brushes, and this is the pastel set. 24 plus 2. I think the plus 2 are the water brushes, so I think it's 24 coloured pens and 2 of the normal little brushes. So I don't have any of these at all. So this is a first for me, this set. Perfect for Colorya's colouring books, of which, let's be honest, you know I have plenty of. Watercolour art, hand lettering, bullet journaling and much more. Water-based, non-toxic. Stunning pastel colour palette to expand your creative dreams. Use the nylon brush pens for watercolour art, hand lettering, calligraphy. Flexible nylon brush tip allows you to create different line widths and colour intensities. Let the ink flow freely or blend colours with your water tank brushes to create new aquarelle art. Water tank brush opens counterclockwise. And this is cute, isn't it? This kind of reminds me of this latest book. I've fished out my tiny Petits and it kind of matches along with that. I thought I might try them in that in a minute, but what do you get? You get it in a nice little wallety thing. And then let's get rid of the plastic packaging because I've no doubt it's reflecting. Ooh, crinkly. And then we get, yeah, a selection of nice pastel-y colours, and I do always like pastel. Let's have a look what a pen looks like. So we've got clear cap, we've got Colorya nylon brush, we've got butter 11, so we've got name and number, we've got a nice little mandala-y thing, and we've got a coloured tip and coloured base of the pen, and then we can just about see the yeah, so they're like separate little bristles. Probably shouldn't have picked an orange post-it note to show the little bit. So they are like a proper brush, aren't they? They're not foam, they are individual nylon hairs, so that's quite interesting. Yeah, I haven't got anything like these, so these are a complete new new to me. Ooh. Let's have a look what it actually looks like on white though. My printing may run, we shall see. Yeah, they're very, very soft, very soft, but yeah, it's still quite controllable. My black's probably going to run in this colour sheet because I did print it on the inkjet stupidly. Might want a little sheet underneath, might we, because I think that's going to go through. Have I got a piece of rubbish just for underneath? Has it gone through? Yes. This is just literally rubbish copy paper. It is nothing fancy, but yeah, I quite like that. Obviously water based these. Let's try the next one. Which one's this? 112 Soft Peach. Obviously for the Colorya books, these are completely fine because they're all one-sided books and they're quite thick cards, so I can see why they're matching these up to go with their products. Yeah, they're okay, aren't they? And then we've got 2, if I can get them out, 2 water brush pens. Are these the same? Let's have a look. Ooh, got quite a long, gosh, that's a bit stiff, that one. Ooh, there we go. They're matching. Oh yeah, I think they're matching, aren't they? I was thinking maybe we get 2 sizes, but they're not. They are the same. Nice and thin, actually. Are they the same? I'm not sure if they are now. Keep looking at them now. I think they are. I think they are. Right, I'm going to pause you and go and put some water in because clearly I'm going to need them. Hold fire. Okay, so I'm back with some water. Hopefully. Yes, I have. So let's have a look what they're actually like on watercolour paper. If I can get one out. What's this one? Cool Blue. This is literally 300 GSM, cold press, 10 sheets, scroller box paper. I wouldn't say it's the best paper that I have, but I thought we'll see. Oh yeah, it all kind of dissolves quite nicely on it. I keep forgetting the pastels. Keep looking for a darker one and then remembering, oh no, the pastels, Wendy. Will it? Yes, it will push. So you can just squeeze it to get a little bit more out. How's it when it's been sat? It's still dissolve and move a bit when it's been sat. That's quite good. That looks dark. Let's try that one. Yeah, that's a bit less pastel-y. Yeah, it's quite movable. So I think what I'm going to do, so I've got an idea of what these look like. Let's put the cap back on that before I get water everywhere. Is swatch them on here. I'll film it, but I'll bung it in super fast because I don't think we need to see me swatching them particularly. But yeah, so I'll swatch them all, and then we'll come back and then we'll have a go in the Colorya Tiny Petits book, I think. Okay, so there's our colours that we've got. So they are pretty much all pastel-y, apart from that brown that I was playing with earlier. Maybe that green, that green's maybe a little bit stronger, but it's a nice soft palette. I think if you have some of the earlier sets that they've done of these, of the more kind of base colours, obviously this would be a great set as an add-on to go with these. I only have these ones, but we'll give it a go and see what we can do with it. I have got out, just in case, my palette. So depending what we pick, we'll see. Oh, hello, I'm knocking things flying. Yeah, depending what we'll paint, I may use the palette, I may use the brush direct, but let's have a look for a page that we can have a play about with. So, not sure what I was thinking. Obviously pumpkins, I'm not really thinking. Oh, we could do the bugs, couldn't we? We've got a scene. These are quite cute as well. Not thinking colour wise, the bugs might be a bit easier because we don't need a particular colour, do we? I think I might do the bugs, you know. So the birds could be nice, but I think we're going to go bugs. Let me flip my book over on itself. And we'll have a go at one of these, I think. So I'm going to pop that in front of me. So if that'll stay, yes it will. Hurrah! And then I can have a think. So I think I might do this one with the flowers as a starting off, and we'll see how we go. So I'm going to put some colour in the little flowers first. So I think we'll go with quite a strong colour. So I'm going to pick 167 out, and maybe those two that are near it, 12 and 11. We'll see how we go. Which one is the one with water in? That one. And we might want a bit of paper towel. Let's look at one of them, just in case. I think having just swatched them, these feel much more like you're painting rather than you're using a pen, if you know what I mean. The brushes are super soft, super lightweight, and it's very much more like using a brush rather than you're drawing with a pen, the sensation of it feels much more kind of painterly, I think, than penny, for want of a better term. Perhaps wanted the in-between in there. Let's see. A better blend. Yeah, that's helping. Curious to see. I don't think it'll be going through on this paper because that swatch paper is super thin. Yeah, nothing going through at all on this. I'm just going to darken that bit up, I think. Which one was the in-between? That one. Was that the light one? Oh, that's the light one. What an idiot. Perhaps read the label, Wendy. Yeah, that's the in-between one. Now, I'm thinking I'll do the base of this today, then let the paper rest a bit and dry out, because obviously this is all wet, and then we might add a little bit of colour pencil over the top. I'm actually going to use the right one this time. That one's 12. Yeah, then I might do some colour pencil over the top. Just to add a bit of definition where I want. Should we have them matching? I suppose we should, as it's a bug. There is part of me who's tempted to do this flower a different colour. I'm a bit mad with how far down I went with the dark one on that one. Okay, so then I think I'll do this in a bit, same way with the darker one. And soften in with the lighter one. Okay, so because these are water based, I'm just going to leave those orange bits to dry off a little bit before I try and do these in between sections, because otherwise we're liable to get something that's going to bleed, aren't we? Thinking about the background, I think I'm going to want something contrasting, so I'm thinking maybe purple, so I've just pulled that one out, 501. And there is a bit of a jump between them, but I think I'm going to get 448 out as well. So that's Pastel Sky and Periwinkle. They're pretty names, aren't they? I might also get a water brush handy. Where's the one I filled? Oh, literally right by my hand. Let's just move them out the way, though I might want them in a bit. Question is, do I mix this on a palette first? I'm thinking I might do, purely because it's quite a big space. And I want to try and avoid getting too much kind of streakiness. So I'm thinking just picking up with the water might be the best option. Yeah, this is a very fine end on this brush. I'm basically going to load either side of this shape with the darker of the colour and thin it out towards the middle to kind of give us that kind of, have a bit of water on my palette. Too much water on my palette. To kind of start to build that kind of curved shape that these little wings would be. So again, this should be quite dark. And here, which brush is it? That one. Yeah, they're quite forgiving if you let them get a little bit too dry. They're still re-wetting quite nicely. not leaving you that kind of horrible, you know, sometimes you get a bit of a tide mark that you just can't shift, but it's being quite friendly, not not staining the paper too quickly, so you can keep moving it. It's going to darken some bits up a bit more. A bit tricky around this tiny little flower here. And I just want water mainly there, just to soften into any of the dark bits. I'm going to go back in here, darken a bit more of that, and there. Yeah, I quite like that. It's given quite a nice painterly look, isn't it? So I'm going to do the same again. I'll put quite a bit of ink down. Pick it up again. Sorry for my doorbell, if you can hear that. Well, if I don't get it on the flowers. So yeah, quite like that. They're quite forgiving. I think that's my overall opinion on this paper in particular. They do seem to allow you to manipulate it quite a bit. You can keep layering over and building the colour up. It's quite nice. Okay, so I need to make some decisions about what else we're doing colour wise, because I quite like the purple orange. So what else are we going with? Pinks, some quite nice pinks. Greens, we've not got so many greens, have I? I've got 2, 3, and a super soft green. Maybe these kind of slightly tealy greens. I don't know, other pinks. I am tempted to go pink just because I like pink. So what numbers are they? Let's have a look. I definitely want that one. 524. That was a good pick. First go. 524. Maybe 527. this is much more closer to red, 529. I'll lift it out, but I don't know if I'm going to use that one. And flick my palette around. Now, am I going to work with the brush or the pens? Decisions. Which is the darker? Let's put that one aside for now. So 27 and 24. That one's the brighter one. Let's see. I don't know if I want to put this on a palette or not. I will work directly with it. Let's try it directly and see what I think. I think that's darker than I was thinking, so maybe the brush is what we want. Let that dry and see what I can do with it later. Ooh, that was more water than I wanted. That's more what I want it to happen. It's going to be quite a bright bug, I feel. A bit more in that one, I think. No, it's okay, isn't it? Not too bad. I've gone over the lines a little bit there, but I'm going to put the purple, the pink in there anyway. See if I can soften it. Oh, it is lifting the purple a bit, that's quite handy. Yeah. Now, I haven't got a black for the head. I'm getting very tempted to still do it in this pink, you know. Don't know whether to swap. What have I done with the... Lost my lid. Oh, there we are. To swap to this other one for the head. Do I think about that colour? Yeah, I think I'm going to swap to this one for the head. Let's have a go. It's just a little bit stronger colour. It's flooded a little bit more than I wanted. What else do I want to try this colour? Still got to make some decisions about in there. I think we'll try an inner a little bit there. And there. Maybe this bit. What else? I think I'm going to do purple back in there. So I've got legs left, I've got these little flowers, and I've got these sections. I think I might go back to orange for those little sections there. I kept these handy. Just going to put a little bit of it there so I can thin the colour out. So we'll do a little bit of that. Just clean that purple off a bit. Pick a little bit of that up. Same with these, I think. Keep that to the orange. these in orange as well. Might do the antenna with these as well. Right, so I need something dark for the eyes, so the darkest thing we've got is the brown, so I think I'm going to go with that. Just successfully gone over my highlight like an idiot. I'm thinking maybe brown legs. I should have done this side first, because now my hand is going to be leaning on the wet legs that I've literally just done. Okay, I think we'll just put a bit of orange in this little flower to match up. Are there any other bits that I want to do before? Maybe a little bit in that one as well. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that as a base. Nice and quick for the base, and actually it's drying quite nicely on here. All that is pretty much dry now. Just obviously this is a little bit wet that I've just been working on. Just deciding whether I want a colour behind it. Might be better to do all four and then make a decision about a colour behind. I think for this point I'm gonna stop here, let that dry off. Like I say, a good chunk of it has dried already. All that body is dry, but obviously the head and the antenna did get quite wet, particularly that one. So yeah, I don't want to put colour pencil on, because that will take the surface off the paper while it's still a bit damp. So let it dry, and then we'll just add a little bit of colour pencil just to deepen a few of the shading sections, and I might use a bit of acrylic pen just to get rid of a few of the lines that I want to. We'll just finish this little bug off. But yeah, I've quite enjoyed using these. They're nice and quick to use. I think they're more like a watercolour experience than a pen. I think that's what I definitely think about these. It's much more like painting. And I think perhaps if you're a bit scared of painting, these might be a soft in. If you're not so sure about watercolour painting, you don't know if it's for you, but you've got some Colorya books. These are perhaps a nice quick way to get in. You're pretty much getting everything you need. You're getting a decent brush in there. Well, you're getting 2 decent brushes in there. You've got a good selection of colours. You just maybe need a bit of plastic that you can use as a palette just to draw some of the ink out. And yeah, they're quite a nice soft into watercolours without actually buying watercolours. You've got something that's a bit easier to carry about with you. And you can just use it like a pen if you want to. Like I say, these are very, very soft bristles on the end, so perhaps if you struggle pressing on hard, these might also be quite good for you, because they are such a light touch to make a mark on the paper. But yeah, I'll come back to you when this is a bit drier to put some colour pencil on. See you a little bit in a minute. Bye bye. Okay, so we're back, having painted that, and I'll be honest, I've only left it kind of 15 minutes, not left it a huge amount of time, but I think that feels dry enough, and the back feels dry as well, so I think I'm probably safe. So I'm going to move my painty pens out the way, and we need some coloured pencils. So I have 2 sets of these, because I have one set that they kind of gifted to me. Is this my... yeah, this is my old set. And I have a new set stashed as well, because they were on offer. And I couldn't help myself. There's a bargain going. You have to have it, don't you? So, yeah, these brushy pens, I will pop a link down below to take you to these. I noticed, having just checked with my Linkworks, that they do a 50 set of the normal colours, so if you already have those, obviously these pastels will key in really nicely with those, but I'm also thinking the 50 set is in another of these nice... I love these cases, they are some of my favourite cases. They're not too fat, they're nice and strong. I have a set that I keep in my work bag that I use one of their cases for, just because I love the case so much, and there's such great value for money, these cases. So I'm thinking I might get the matching 50, so I've got a bigger colour palette for these, because they do work nicely on their paper, and yeah, I quite enjoyed that process. So now I want to put some colour on it. I am going to use a different white though, because as you know, we always need a good white, and I don't even think these have a white now. Oh, they do have a white, but yeah, I think I prefer a Prisma white when you're trying to add in. So I'm just going to add a little bit of darker tone here and there with my pencils. And I think we'll go in with that one. So this is it focusing? I can't tell. Oh, no, there we are. So it's 574 in my Imaginor Amethyst. Over the top. Hopefully it is dry enough to not cause us any problems, and I'm not going to do a huge amount of pencil work, I don't think. Just want to basically add a little bit more dark tone here and there, because obviously I've only got the pastels, so I was a little bit more limited as to how dark I could get it. Not that I particularly mind, because I do like pastel, but just where I want to add in a little bit more darker tone, and then obviously there was some little tiny details which, if I trusted myself, you probably could have got in with the brushes, but yeah. My eyesight's not what it was. So sometimes you've got to be a bit sensible and go, no, maybe I should do that little bit in pencil. I've got a soft. I don't really want to get rid of all the watercolour-y effects. I do want to just soften the edge of the pencil work. Then into my orange, I think. Might use just a smidgen of red in the base of the orange. I think I want something a bit lighter for the antenna. Sharpen it a bit. Yeah, that's enough for that. So I want something for in there. I'm tempted to do a bit of metallic in there, just to jazz him up a little bit. But we'll do these little flowers that somehow in my head I want kind of orangey yellow. Don't know why. So yeah, I've got out 725 and 235, which are saffron and sunflower, and I've just been using bright orange 737 and scarlet red 634, and I did pick up before lavender grey 507, in case you want to know. If you want to do it the same. These are teeny tiny. I'll do the centres back with that bright orange. This colour matches that pen that I was using that was the darkest of those pastel oranges quite nicely. Feels very similar. More teeny tiny flowers here. Ooh. Over here, these are microscopic, these little ones. I think I've decided that one's going to be yellowy orange to match the other little flowers. Oop, I want the darker one. Or do I want that one? No, I want that one. Oop, throwing them, not my best idea. I think I'm going to do those yellow, but I might still add a bit of gold pen over the top. I might do a bit of gel pen. But for now, I think I'm putting them in yellow. So I need a bit of green for the leaves, and we do have some nice greens. I think I'm going to go with that one, 308. Bit difficult to see, isn't it, because of the glare. 308 because of the it's called pear, and I'll go with the darker one. I think what's this one? Forest green 356. Both just need a little bit of a sharpen. Ooh. So I'm going to start with the dark one first. Just put a little bit of dark shadow on all of the leaves. And then go in with the pear. Let's see how dark this is. Stupidly, I've not put my swatch for these actually in the case. going alright. Do the same for the other little bits. And then the last little ones down here. Oh, there's two weeny little flowers there that I've missed. Do the green first. Flowers yellow. Okay, do I want to do something with the pink? I kind of like the pink as it is. How dark is that pink? Excuse my messy bit of scrap. See, that is very dark. I don't think I want anything that dark on it. That might be alright. I might try a little bit of that. Let's put that one away. That was going everywhere. Didn't really want to wear those shams. I think perhaps this needs emptying. Just pause you while I empty this. Okay. I think we're sorted. So this is 535 fruit punch. Hopefully not too dark. I just want to put just a little bit of shadow on these. And then I might use a little bit of the red. What was this one? Scarlet red, just on the head. I did want that a little bit stronger. And we definitely need some black for his eyes, I think. Okay, I think now I'd just like to take a little bit of line work out of it and we're done. Zoom you in a little bit more. What have I got handy? So we need orange. I'll just throw them everywhere. Yep. Don't think these markers are playing. I've dropped it. I'll just give up. Use a different one. I can't be bothered trying to get it working. Let's get some of these ones out. Okay. Don't know if this one's dark enough. Don't think it is. Ooh. Might do. Let's keep going. Sorry, just don't want to rest my hand on the bit I've just wet. Because I'll only smudge it. There we go. I think we'll take the top line out of the antennae. Ideally, doing the line work for these little bits before I've done the background is a bit of a daft idea. Because this is only a cheap marker that I'm using at the moment, so it's likely to run. But I'll worry about that another time. Just wanted to get this little bug looking a bit more finished off for you. Where else do I use the orange? In the flowers. This pen might be a bit too thick for these little flowers. Possibly down there as well. Okay, so I've lifted out a pink Might be too light, we'll see. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter than I was thinking. We'll go with it. I'll just do the outer line, I think, with the pen. Just knocks the black back just a little bit. Okay, so we need some more colours, I think, because I think I want a purple to do that. I'm just going to pause and get some other colours. Okay, so got a purple, quite a dark purple, just to do the edges. Do I want to take that? No, I need to do that in orange, don't I? Not purple there. Sorry for my phone pinging. So I need an orange back. She just won't stop. Sorry. Which other bits? Maybe that little bit there. Same on that side. This is where I'm likely to smudge something. Not happy with the pink. I'm definitely going to smudge something. I've got orange on my hand. This is a little bit darker than I wanted, I think, but going with it now. I think I'm going to do that in this as well, because if I get the red out it's going to be too dark for that little subtle colour that I've done with the paint. Well, ink really, isn't it, not paint. And I just need a yellow. And I'm thinking I'm nearly done with them. I think I might make his antennae pink. Why not? Oh, I've got that little thing there. Let's do that. I like the purple. I think I'm going to live with his legs as they are. I don't think they need anything, do they, his little legs? Might just get, I've got a white handy. White of his eye back in. I might just do the odd highlight here and there. I've not coloured them little leaves in on his body. How did I manage to miss them? Just as well I not put the colours away. Again, probably being a bit stupid doing this bit before I've made a decision about what we're doing with the background, but it's done now. So I'll have to solve that problem when I come to it. Could just leave it white. Kind of feels like it needs a colour though, doesn't it? But I think until I get the other bugs all in and see what colour scheme they're using, I don't think I want to put the background in for this one. I think I'm going to call him done for now. I might put a bit of metallic in, but I think again I might match it up with the other 4. So got quite a lot of mess on my desk now, so it won't zoom out too far. But yeah, I think that's my little bug done. Mainly done with the new pastel watercolour water tank brushes, nylon brush pens. So obviously used these for all of the base of all of these. I've not touched the little brown legs at all. Really quite nice, quite relaxing doing the watercolour kind of effects on our little insect, and then obviously I've added in a bit of pencil over the top and a little bit of acrylic marker just to kind of work over the lines a little bit, just because you see the colour a little bit more. I think when you knock the black back a little bit more. It's a personal preference, obviously you don't need to do that stage, but yeah, I think these are a nice little starter set to see if this is the kind of thing you enjoy doing. I'll put the link in the description below for these and for Colorya. And yeah, hopefully I'll get some of the others finished as well, and then I'll make a decision about the background for this one. But yeah, first little colouring in tiny Petits. Let's find the front cover again. It's hiding This is the only downside of this lovely paper, isn't it? Flicking through quickly, not so easy because it's so thick. So yeah, my little page in Tiny Petits, also currently available from Colorya. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it was interesting to you to have seen me try these out, see if they're for you. Like I say, very nice soft nylon bristles, rather than a foamy brush like a lot of watercolour kind of markers have. So yeah, it's quite a nice difference. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.